You know, it's DJ Larry Love, and I got my sister Coco Codeine back in the building, man. What's up, man? It's been about 2 days.
It's been a while.
God
It's
damn.
been a while.
Since your birthday, man. Since her birthday, man. JB, my dog. You know, DJ Vito couldn't be here. You know, he had DJ till 6 in the morning last night. My dog, you know, he rocking. I don't know where Vito was at last night, somewhere in the city. But this is a special interview for me because I'm diversifying my motherfucking catalog, Coco. It's time for me to start expanding my wings with the artists that I choose to bring on these lights, man. Not that I choose, but, you know, I meet, you know, in conjunction with other networks and stuff, man. But I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the world. Let me know who we talking to.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lahlipop. That's Lahlipop. You want to know my flavor? Blue to black and follow me.
Yo, you so I love how your energy, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I love your energy, man. And your marketing skills is crazy. That's what really made me like, I want to take this interview. The way your marketing skills is crazy.
Thank you.
So where did it first start from? Like because I know it wasn't always this Lahlipop was your first name out the gate. Like where did it start from?
It started out as Lahlipop.
See, she got some right there.
Yeah. So
you spotting
right. You guys.
Okay.
So you guys are officially charmed.
Thank you.
And I really don't give people my flavor. That's my flavor, strawberry.
Eat this shit right now.
But
you Lahlipop.
So
yeah,
I'm sharing it with you.
This is part of marketing though.
Yes, yes. You were officially charmed.
This is crazy. What's crazy is charm. I remember these growing up. The charm. Like I don't even think I see these that much in the store. Charms Lahlipop.
That's because I'm clearing them out.
I like that. Well, you're not officially from Atlanta, though. Where you officially from?
No. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm Jamaican and Nigerian. With Jamaican and Nigerian roots. And
your daddy Jamaican and your mama Jamaican?
My mother has the Jamaican roots and American, and then my father is Nigerian, Yoruba.
Household crazy growing up.
Right. I wasn't raised in a household with my dad.
Okay.
I was raised growing up in a dance hall on the Caribbean side of my family.
Okay.
And American pop side of my family type situation. I really didn't get too deep and get to embrace my Yoruba culture more so until I got into college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to a couple of different colleges.
I did too.
I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Okay.
Yes.
That's how you familiar with Atlanta then.
That's how I got. How I got familiar with a lot of things.
Okay. Did you run track or something? Was you an athlete or something?
Yes, I ran track.
I can see that.
I had my whole situation, scholarships or whatever to run and things of that nature. I was a sprinter. Okay. But when I got to college, I decided I didn't want to run anymore. I was
to stay on the track sense, before you jump off the track sense, how you felt about Sha'Carri situation this year? Was you a Sha'Carri Richardson fan? Because we had our debates about Sha'Carri.
I am for black women winning, period.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
Black women winning, period. The fact that she's black, the fact that she's from Texas, I was always rooting for her.
Okay.
Yeah, because it seems like everything great is coming out of Texas.
Okay.
All the great athletes. We're taking over gymnastics.
Okay.
Now we got the gold medalist for wrestling. She's actually from up the street from where I went to high school from.
Okay.
So
you embrace the athletic culture too?
Yes, I love sports. I love football.
Okay.
I love track. I love soccer.
I like that, man.
Yes.
I like that. So, but the crazy thing about it is, what's real is my dog. You know, I'm so real of a nigga, man. Like, my dog called me from prison, named Fame, and that's what brought this interview together. To be honest, Fame, shout out, you know, free my dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a commercial guy. So when my dog reached to me, you know, I shout out to Fame. I know he gonna see this interview, but he was like, you know, I'm before he got locked up. 2 years ago, I think y'all met right before he got locked up, and he called me from prison like, Larry, you got to hear out. So it was so crazy because I haven't talked to him in 2 years. So for our first conversation was, bro, I got this artist, bro, that I really and I looked into it. And this was a couple months ago, and you've been working. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Fame a real one for that, and so for a nigga for a black king that's got to sit down right now, and to have you on his mind while he incarcerated, that's some real shit. You got to be. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it caught my attention. That's what, like, okay, let me see what's going on.
That's what's up. Shout out to Fame.
That's
free my boy.
Free my dog,
Free my dog. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Coco, you in the clubs 4 or 5 times a week.
Unfortunately.
Coco's a bottle girl / star tender waitress of Atlanta in these clubs, right? How do you feel about because we heard a song before the interview talk. It's diverse. It's what we need.
It's very diverse. Like, it gives me feel good music. You know, out just having a good time. I can hear it like I feel like you always hear rap and trap music. We don't have a lot of like just feel good music and soul music nowadays. Like, so it kind of was good, like, to hear, you know what I mean? Like, and it's catchy. Yeah. Like, I'm still singing it in my head. Like,
that's real. Yeah. That's real. That's real. And I think Atlanta's so trapped out. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but we trapped out in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Even though artists got to come through Atlanta. So when you hear, like, when we hear the Wiz Kids new song, The Essence, we run that shit in the hole in the clubs. When we get an Afro beat song in Atlanta, we like the Vito. Remember when the Vito first caught fire in Atlanta? The Vito songs? We was running. I'm talking about DJs was playing them shits like you had to put it in your set. But that's how we was appreciating a new like Jamaican / Afro beat / Caribbean sound. Like that shit is always gonna be feel. It's always gonna make people dance.
That's what's up.
Jamaican music always make people dance in the club as a DJ.
Exactly.
You can't get.
I have a quick question because it's gonna sit on my mind. Okay. How did you get into the whole like bold, colorful? Like, has that always been your energy, or like what made you do that?
Well, my energy has always been to be, like you said, bold and stand outish. However, the story behind my hair is the purple and the blue is very significant. Even though while I'm promoting flavor, you'll see me out with different flavors, different hairs, different colors or whatever. But the look that I'm wearing with you guys today is my natural flavor, which is wild berry, which is the purple and the blue. So I'm a domestic violence survivor. Which is the purple to represent the awareness and the strength and the survival of my battle through domestic violence. The blue represents infant death and miscarriage loss, in which I've suffered quite a bit of those.
Deep.
A lot of those stem from the domestic violence, and I'm a survivor and of that, an advocate of that as well. So that's why I wear the blue and the purple on my hair. It's my crown. When I went completely natural and started my whole life fresh. In 2016, I almost died in the situation that I was in. I was like, it's my growth. My hair represents my growth and my journey and my walk and my crown. So I wear it purple and blue because that's big part of my journey.
That is deep.
That's deep.
I like.
But yes, it does also fit the lollipop and the colorfulness. Yes, but
it's a deeper meaning behind it.
So you always had the colorful hair. Like it has. How long have you been wearing?
So my real hair is actually blue and purple as well.
Oh, it is. Mm-hmm. So this is your. You have a lot of fucking hair.
Well, this is not my.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a man. So us men, if I'm walking down the street, we gonna be like, God, you know what I'm saying? So,
everyone does.
Right,
yeah.
Only women gonna know that whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's first of all, it's a lot of what you call it. It's bold. You stand out. I'm pretty sure every time you walk in the room, motherfuckers wanna know what the fuck you do.
Yes.
Like,
I like the fact that like you have a meaning behind like something that everybody notices, basically.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So you've been how first of all, my question to every artist that I meet is how long have you been doing this and how long have you been taking it serious? Because it's definitely a difference.
I've been doing music, like writing music and singing to myself since I was young. Okay. Mm-hmm. I started taking it serious when I was discovered by T.O.K. Shout out to T.O.K.
With the Footprint song?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah. So, okay. When you were saying T.O.K., I was thinking, and I'm like, okay, I used to play this. I used to DJ I used to do reggae clubs. Yeah. But I remember playing the Footprint song.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you was discovered.
Yeah.
Is
so
he
Chichi Man.
Okay.
So.
He made Chichi Man too.
Yeah. So he do. I'm bar in a Chichi Man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's dope.
Two of the members were the ones that was kind of like who was in the presence and discovered and saw that I had the talent. And then, and that really happened by accident. We were in Bahamas. My family had them booked in Bahamas for my daughter's 5th birthday party and a big concert with T.O.K. and DeMarco and QQ. And we were at the buffet and the food wasn't right. Okay. And I have a real great habit of remixing songs to say what it is that I'm saying. So it'll be in the melody of a song that's familiar to you, but I'll be talking about whatever. Yeah. And so Flex was like, oh, you got them bars, and came up behind me, kind of shocked me. I was like, no, I'm just playing. Left it alone. Literally 7 months later, I'm in Jamaica. Apparently they remember that experience and they see on Instagram that I'm in Jamaica. Of course it's like, oh, you come to Jamaica and you ain't telling nobody. Right. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm coming. So go to the studio and I was just like, yo, let me get in the booth. And I was really just playing still, right? Yeah, they put me in that booth with a beat and just let it go until I came up with something. And I did the hook for Booty Clap and got on the plane the next day, went back to Houston, Texas. The next day, went back to my corporate job.
Okay.
Went back to my corporate job, went back to my mommy life, and thought nothing about it. 3 weeks later, they asked me for my email, and I sent it to them, and they sent me a track, which was Booty Clap, and it had them on it. And you gotta understand, like, TOK is, like, huge.
Right.
Like, you think Jay-Z,
Definitely,
you
yeah.
think... Yeah. Yo, TOK is massive.
And they're from Jamaica? Are they from Jamaica?
Yeah, they're from Jamaica. And I grew up dancing to them. So to hear me on the track with them, I was like, what?
That was
crazy.
It was it. And then they was just like,
it's been up ever since.
It's been up ever since. They flew me out to New York. I was on Hot 97, did an interview with Bobby Connors and Jabba, performed at BB King. And it was just there from there.
So landing in Atlanta was just like the perfect scenario at the end of it, from starting all this, because Atlanta's the mecca of independent hip music right now.
Well, I ended up back at Atlanta as a part of my story.
Oh,
but
okay.
Although I was trying to get back to Atlanta. I always wanted to come back to Atlanta. When I left Atlanta in college, it was always the plan. When I graduate, I want to come back.
Same.
You know? However, my husband was not having Atlanta at all for whatever reason. He had his reasons, but it didn't make any sense. I'm like, Atlanta's so big. Those people are not thinking about me. Anyways, you know, but Atlanta being what it is, he say no. But once I left that situation, I was like, I want to go back to Atlanta. And
so you was married as an artist at one point? Because I think that's hard, even being in a relationship as an artist. So you talking about being married as an artist, and you're a young artist, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're young. You talking about in your 20s at this time,
right?
You know what I mean?
Well, when we were married, I wasn't an artist. I was had just graduated college.
Okay.
And was in corporate sales and marketing. So my undergrad is in marketing. My MBA is in marketing.
Okay.
As well.
So don't judge a book by its cover.
That's why the marketing is so great,
Yeah.
because I'm actually degreed in it.
So do you actually?
So it's like
focus
natural. It's
on
like
music?
I don't even think about these things sometimes, huh?
You just focus on music now?
So I have a fitness program called Lahlipop by Lali.
Okay.
It's my own workout program. It's all dance-based, wine-based. You know, get your mind off of these exercises with the sexy guys. Love it. They don't wind up the body like Lahlipop.
You got a nice following on Instagram. I checked you out. I did my homework.
Thank you.
I do my homework before I break it.
Oh, you have to.
Thank you. Yeah. And you know, and all of my children's, they're Everdores. You know, I'm a momager as well. So.
Okay.
I say all of them. I have 2 daughters.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Oh, like it's a basketball team.
You know what I'm saying?
I imagine having a basketball team. But that's not how that worked. But, you know, when I left Houston in 2016 after the situation happened, I fled to New York, actually. And New York is where I started getting more so performing in the urban or like the hip hop, or not in the Caribbean scene, you know, because mostly I was doing things, you know, overseas, out of the country, or strictly in the dance hall scene. So that's when I really started getting my feel for the American crowd. Yes, I'm American. I don't want to sound like it's something, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different crowd. And it made me kind of nervous because I didn't know if they was going to take to me, but I always felt like I was the bridge, because like when you hear my music, you hear the dance hall beats, you hear the Afro beats, and, you know, people love that type of music. They love to dance to it. All kind of people, all shades of people love that type of music. But the disconnect comes where they can't really connect to the message.
True.
Because
that is
we caught up in the beat.
Right.
Yeah.
But the only reason why they can't connect to the message is because then on the dance hall track they chat patois. Everyone don't understand patois.
True.
On the Afro beat they speak
Yoruba,
Igbo.
so it's like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get on the beats and I get on the rhythm and I speak English. I speak a little patois, but just very lightly. So now you're able to connect to the music and to the beat. You know what I mean? And so that's why I call myself the bridge.
But you being a diversified artist is always bigger. It's always a bigger festival. Like I was just telling, like you give me a festival vibe of an artist, not just club shit. Club shit is just like
it's
like
bigger
you
than
can get
that anywhere.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere, but you not can't.
It's like universal, basically.
Facts. I can go in the black crowd, a white crowd, a Latino crowd, a Caribbean crowd. You see what I'm saying? It don't have to be just one. And that's always always good for the money.
Right.
You know
I love that.
Right.
I love that. That's when New York showed me and proved to me that I'm for everybody, not just restricted to a crowd that I was, you know, kind of in a sense holding myself back, trying to be loyal to this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's for, like you said, so that's where I really learned myself, really found my sound when I wrote Party Like Never Before. Because when I first came out as an artist, all of my music was real sexual, because it was like what everybody felt like my image needed to be. Because I am pretty, because I am sexy, because I dance, whatever. And, you know, this is what it needs to be. This is what's going to sell, whatever.
But you can go from sexy to party, like the song.
Yeah, which I did.
And what made you do the video anime?
Animated. Budget.
Keep it real.
But emergent, see like a lot of animated videos. So I'm like, that's interesting. Like, I wonder what the
emerging artists, man. But hey, that's real though.
It was crazy because I came up with that idea, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do the animated video more so what people would think about when they hear the song. Okay. But the actual video itself, the treatment for it is a little more out of the box of that. It's more storytelling. Yeah. Right. So I love the fact that I have an animated coming from my new single Flavor that I just dropped.
Right. Which is on all streaming platforms.
It's on all streaming platforms.
You know what I'm saying? Going to promote it. I like it. Before we really kind of, you know, conclude, because I don't want to get off track of my mental notes.
Okay, come on, mental notes.
My mental index cards.
I didn't finish answering my question.
Oh, my bad. Finish.
I don't remember what I was saying now.
You said budget.
Yeah, you said budget.
Oh, yeah, the budget.
You answered it. You said budget. You know what I'm saying? You answered it. But I know you was from Houston, and we talked earlier this week, and I asked you know, for your permission to talk about it off camera. But I know you was friends with the Instagram model that got killed this week, Mercedes Moore. I went to her page, and I seen you was at the top friend. She was following you, before she passed, you know, to bring a little light and joy into the situation. But I know you lost. She was, when you told me about it, I was like, I wasn't familiar with her. When I tell you, a day later, I seen that shit everywhere. On Instagram. Yeah. And I know you was from Houston, and I was like, and she was from Houston, and he was like, yo, and I heard, I was like, damn. So when I went and looked, I'm like, damn, I never heard of her. But when I tell you that shit was on CNN, at the top of the page on AOL.com, it was like, you know, popular. How did you feel about, I mean, I ain't gonna ask you how did you feel on camera, but you here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and to lose a friend to what we use to promote ourselves, to promote social media, to promote our business, to whatever, this is our platform, you know what I mean, and for like, you knew her more than what the world see as Instagram model, you know, because that shit, I feel like that shit, like, to put somebody title as Instagram model, you know what I mean?
Right.
She did have
she was way
right, you know what I'm saying, she did have 3 million followers on Instagram, I understand that, but to put somebody that just lost their life, you don't know who this person was connected to, and put Instagram model. This was somebody's best friend in 3rd grade. This was somebody's
daughter.
Friend. This was somebody's first cousin.
Sister,
you know what I mean? And these type of situations can be hard when somebody asks you about it on camera, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it's so fresh. And you can give your spiel. Like, I feel like you want to say something now.
I was waiting on your question.
Yeah. So in a question perspective of Instagram and our platform, and we use it for our a way of means right now. How to lose someone to that? Would you alter your way of,
I guess, marketing?
Because I always felt that women should be safe. Like when shit started happening in Atlanta and Buckhead, when the lady got in the park in Piedmont Park, that was the first thing. You know, women might need to, you know, let's be a little more protective of our queens, right? So, as a woman, to, you know what I'm saying, be a part of how you make your money and promote yourself. Do you know what I mean? How would you change or alter anything? Do you think you need to?
Well, first, I want to give a very, very great big shout out to Mercedes Moore. Janae, I love you so much. I cannot believe that this has happened. First of all, it's still very, very shocking. You know, they had your balloon release yesterday, and I couldn't make it, so I'm here in Atlanta working, but I know that you would want me to continue to work. True. You know what I mean? And continue to get that bag. I went and I read messages from you, and, you know, to kind of confirm that. So I love you. I love you. I love you. What happened to Mercedes is actually one of my fears. You know what I'm saying? It had been, and this is the first time that I'm actually saying it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always just a thing that I have in the back of my mind. Yeah. I don't have the 2.6, or she's probably at 3 million now, followers that Mercedes had. I just, you know, I have my 10.5K, and I still get weird creepy.
I think all women
type
do.
messages.
I think all women
I
do.
love you.
Yeah.
You know, I wake up in the morning thinking about you.
Yeah,
you know, you're my soulmate. All these things, and people that have never met me before.
Yeah.
So it always like
Niggas
gives
is
you
queers.
that creep vibe.
Yeah.
And then you watch that show on Netflix, You. And
I don't
people
watch
will
TV.
be
Yes,
just
I've
like
seen it.
that,
I'm scared of
like
the title, but I don't watch
watching you
TV.
from afar and
Yeah.
created a whole life like they've been with you and they're with you. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in God.
Facts. That's how you can put God.
I'm a child of Yahweh.
Okay.
And
Facts.
his power and his protection reigns in me and over me always. And fear is not of him.
Yeah.
And so on today, and in the memory of my beautiful friend, my sister, H-Town Sierra, Ashley's best friend, Mercedes, I will not fear. You know what I'm saying? I will be protected.
Okay.
That part.
It just gave your music a even better, a even more stronger meaning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Flavor's about to really go up now because she and I were about to get ready to start this Flavor campaign. It's supposed to start September 1st. We're doing this September through December to our birthdays. She's a Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. And so, you know, in her memory, it's like it got to even go harder.
That's facts. That's facts. It's always hard when we lose somebody, but I just hate to see a woman lose a woman. It's just something when a woman lose a woman, it hit different. You know what I mean? Like I done lost some close friends. I lost my best friend, Kwame's picture right there behind. We started this together. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in South Carolina. So it's like when you lose somebody, man or woman, it's like it pushes you harder because if that person was still here, you know, it's like you know what they would be doing too. Right. So now I got to take that energy, what they was already about to bring to the world, and I got to add it with my energy that I, you know.
Yeah, I take that what you just said, how I'm going to be embracing Mercedes as well.
Yeah, you got to.
And I give that to all of anyone who loves Mercedes, you know, especially my sister, H-Town Sierra, Ashley. She's hurting right now, so everybody put prayers up right now for my sister.
Up,
best friends, all her best friends, you know what I'm saying? More life, #more life.
Yes.
And that's because Mercedes wants us to live more life and put more into our lives. And you got to take that and you got to strive with it. And you got to use that to fuel you to greater heights.
That's real.
I will say this too. Just being like in the industry, having a platform, everybody just needs to be more aware in general.
Yes.
Like
Awareness.
be more aware. Don't think it can't be you.
Yeah.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Or people know me, you know, people know not to try me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or people always get in their head like, oh, that'll never be me, but it can be you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Ego.
So, yeah.
And
I like that. I like
and that piece of that ego you got to put to the side because it can put you in a situation where you could have avoided.
I like
that.
Definitely.
You can't be naive to the
what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. What's going on in the world. You know what I mean?
I like that. Well, as us black men, we got to protect our black queens, check on them. Awareness should be the thing going out for the rest of the year, man. Be careful, man, in these Labor Day weekend this weekend. For one, this is a crazy weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 5 major events.
Okay,
in
we've been
Georgia.
charmed.
We've been charmed. I like
You guys are
That's
charmed.
in the interview, man. We've been charmed. You know what I'm saying? Coco, Codeine, JB behind the camera. You know, it's DJ Larry Love. And drop your Instagram social before we leave H-Town to A-Town, man.
Lahlipop.
I like it.
LAHLIPOP. You want to know my flavor? Blue to black and follow me. But one more time on that spelling. LAHLIPOP. LAHLIPOP.
I like it, man.
LAHLIPOP.
LAHLIPOP.
Lolly,
I like it, man.
Lollipop.
Cook up, man, and we out of here.